Every fall, the leaves change, football season is starting, and more teams throughout free agency and the draft try to jump up into Madden Elite. Now, I'm not saying they're on the Seahawks level just yet, but here's my top 5 of teams that will be on the rise for Madden 16. The number 5 team is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They got on people's radar this man by drafting tight ends Safari and Jenkins, and mainly Mike Evans to pair it with Vincent Jackson. So whenever you played them, there was a good chance you would get lost. And they added to this core by drafting a possible sleeper at wider than Kenny Bell, who's 6'1" and ran a high 4.3 as if they needed him. And with all that talent, their quarterback options were still either Josh McCown or Mike Glennon, who has a cannon but had a tendency to be all over the place. So they went out and fixed that by drafting Jameis Winston number 1. While he won't be Drew Brees accurate, he will improve the accuracy of the QB position immediately, and if nothing else, he'll bring a bit of that rookie shine that will attract new users. I mean, guys use the Browns just to play with Johnny Football. The number 4 team on the list is the Tennessee Titans. They had a nice offense in Madden 15, Justin Hunter, Kendall Wright, 6'6" white dude, Delaney Walker, and they had the fastest linebacker core in the game if you set it up right, but one small thing. And nobody used the Titans to play with Zach Mettenberger. So they heard all the Titan users' prayers by drafting Oregon product Marcus Mariota, who Madden-wise should be Jake Locker on steroids, and will be one of the fastest QBs when the new game comes out. And the other rookie of note the Titans drafted was the behemoth from Missouri, Dorial Green Beckham, who looks like Paxco Burris reincarnated, and will be a matchup night. And adding him to Hunter and Wright will be one of my favorite wide receiver cores to watch out for in Madden and in real life. Oh, and they also scooped up Brian Arakpo to pair him up with Jarrell Casey, so he's got a running buddy now. The number 3 team I think will rise up the ranks is the Buffalo Bills. You couldn't say the Bills didn't have enough speed on offense, and all they did was add to it by signing Percy Harvin, giving the Bills bar none the fastest wide receiver core in the game, and upgrade from C.J. Spiller, who wild nights always fumbled at the worst times, so they went out and traded Kiko Alonso for one of the best backs in the league, LaShawn McCoy, who brings stability to the position so you can run and break as many ankles as your heart desires, fellas. And on defense, they had a second-round rookie defensive back, Ronald Darby, who's 5'11" and ran a high 4.3 40, so you can start him at nickel or even slide him to the starting lineup. And the number 2 team is the Minnesota Vikings. Anytime you play the Vikings, you knew the reason they picked them. The last 2 seasons, the Vikings have been loading up on Madden plays with Cordero Patterson, Teddy Bridgewater, and Anthony Barr, to name a few. But this year, I think they finally made the jump to be an overall attractive team. By signing Mike Wallace, the Vikings gained another D-threat to go along with the dynamic Cordero Patterson and Charles Johnson. And the best part is they drafted nothing but speed in the draft with Trey Wayans, Eric Kendricks, Daniel Hunter, and tight end Michael Pruitt, who replaces my personal favorite AC Leonard, who they cut last year. And when you add the first 3 to a defense already with Anthony Barr, Harrison Smith, and Xavier Rhodes, this team is primed to break out. And the number 1 team on the rise is the new coach, new team, I guess. Not only do they get Antonio Cromartie and Darrell Reeves back to once again claim the best cornerback duo in the league, they also add first-round pick Leonard Williams to a defensive line of Sheldon Richardson and Muhammad Wilkerson. Yeah. They also added new weapons for Geno Smith and speed demon Devin Smith from Ohio State, and a guy by the name of Brandon Marshall. So over the last 2 seasons, their wide receiver core has gone from a weakness to an obvious strength. Do not be surprised if you see a surge in the Jets users this year. Alright guys, you had any teams in mind that I didn't list? Leave it in the comments. Subscribe to Sports Gamers Online for more Madden, 2K, baseball, FIFA, anything. And subscribe to me if you like the sound of my voice. Links in the description. Be good, y'all.